Hello, everyone, and welcome to game number 2 of this side. We have the Bugsy Goliath versus the Hunter team of JSMS Saki-san. And of course, Bugsy is on Team Potato Aim. We're going into game number 2 on this side. We have Medlab being used. We have the Frostbite skin. I love this skin. It's almost as good as a Savage. On the scale of skins, it goes Savage, Frostbite, and Voodoo. That's my perfect Goliath. Maybe the cow skin. Oh, sorry, the Taurus skin. But anyway, we're looking at game 2, and what I mentioned game 1 is that there was a slight change of plan that was going to happen. They'd have to do something different in order to get a different result. Einstein's definition of insanity, right? So we're looking at it. Huge changes coming out of both the monster and the hunter picks. We have an assault that's Markov now, as opposed to Torvald, which I'm guessing was probably because he had problems landing the mortars. That's fine. That happens. It's a good pick. Good change of pace. We have Cerberus, who's now, instead of playing Val, he's now on Slim, which means he's going to be able to heal himself, which is exactly what I mentioned. Probably running DR. We haven't revealed picks yet, so we don't know. And we have Hank still in the game, because Hank's Hank. You know, who wants to go to a barbecue and not have Hank? Come on. And we have LV on Abe, so we have Abe and Hank going to be the only consistent picks. But let's take a look at these perks. We have Bugsy going move speed. We have the Assault going move speed. We have damage reduction again in the mech, capacity, and move speed. These are all the same picks, but right now we do have a stealth situation coming through again, as we have all of the players right now walking right past this bush. Let's take a look around. Let's see what's going on. They have no idea that he is right there. He is right there where my mouse is right now. Let's see what's happening. Even the trap jaws are just sitting there like, hey guys. What's up? And we see the monsters now going. They got the tags going around. They're going to try and get them in. However, it doesn't look like they were able to get one there. Nope, no tags. Let's verify. Yep, no tags coming out. None of them connected, not quite able to get it. They know approximately there's the tag right there. Okay, so we got that. So now we have a tag. They know where he is now. No more of the sneaky stuff. No more hiding in the bushes. Bugsy right now is revealed, permanently visible. So back to what I was saying. We have Bugsy going move speed, which means he wants to be able to traverse the map and do it as effectively as possible while getting the minimum number of domes. Especially on Medlab, this is key, because Medlab is not a very tall map. And by tall, I mean like height, like this way on the x-axis. So we have x and then we have y. So the y-axis isn't that long if you look at it two-dimensionally. But anyway, we're going to an early stage 2, which means we're going to get a dome over on this section right here. It's going to be getting thrown in just a moment. Let's take a look over at LV. There goes the throw. Going to be looking at this building for cover at the meantime. We have a 2-point rock throw, 2-point lead special, 1 fire breath, 1 charge, which means he's going to be looking to fight and brawl and do what he can, except for he's already lost that armor, and he needs the flame breath for the mines. He's not quite able to clear him, so he just backs away from them, and he's going to be going at it right now. As you look at all the hunters are now in great positions to deal constant damage, which means that they're going to be looking to get some up. He gets some quick armor up in this dome, so he gets a little extra bar of armor, as we have Jesus throwing out those mini lightsabers, going out all the way through on the high ground. Here comes the orbital barrage, going to be looking to go through, knows that it got tossed, and just backs away. Mine blows up, takes up a health. Chunk of health. We have Slim standing on top of a mine, doing what he can to get through there. Flame breath being used to pop it. Does pop it, however, a new one's quickly placed in its place, going right through his health even more. Bugsy's already at half HP in this dome. He needs to be on mitigation at this point, as he's just doing everything he can to do damage, but it's not enough against a Slim Hank composition. They're keeping themselves up, keeping themselves tanky, as he's trying to get through. Does leap into the wall there, which isn't all that effective. We're looking at this going around right now. And everything's being tossed. Leaf Smash is being used. Charge is going to be used. Flame Breath being used to get rid of that mine. And you're just doing everything to get through all the stasis, all the slows, all the damage being pumped in right into his back. Already down to 3 bars of health only remaining as they're pushing along on the north side. Doing what he can on the north side. Going to be going up here through the ridge, down the river, and getting as much damage as he can. But he won't be able to do any stealth shenanigans this time because of Abe's tracking dart. Because of that tracking dart, he won't be able to go anywhere that they won't know where he is until it expires anywhere. Once it expires, he'll be able to pull stealth shenanigans. So he needs to break line of sight, then he'll be able to do some. In the meantime, he's getting a great amount of meats. More of the stasis is coming in, and an after-death mammoth shock going to be keeping him from eating that one. He gets all the more birds, and they're just emphasizing those tracking darts at this point. You see Abe right now is in the middle of the map, just kind of throwing them out as far as he possibly can, looking to keep everyone tracked, everyone revealed where they are, so that not only the medic knows where to heal on his teammates, but they know most importantly where the monster is, and that way they're able to keep themselves prepared for an engagement and make sure that they're able to get this next dome. In their mind, they want to catch him before he gets full armor, And he's going to try and leap past here. Here comes the rock. Goes straight on the LV because he knows he's alone. Isn't able to get line of sight because he knocks him back. Here comes the flame. Going for it, and Hank Shield's going to be able to come in at the last second. Going straight on LV. Bugsy wants out. He is going to get out of this dome whether LV likes it or not. Goes through with the leaf smash. Does actually bump LV, and the orbital barrage actually forces LV into a corner, which means Bugsy's going to be able to get out without taking any more health damage, which is critical at this point in the game. He's going to push himself forward, get himself towards the minimum, get some quick armor to protect himself from chip damage, and he's going to be looking to fill that evolve meter. He needs stage 3 at this point. He can't afford to fight, which is why he's getting himself out of these domes. He wants to do everything he can. Mini is right now in hot pursuit, and he's going to be trying to get a couple more shots off, and we got a 60-meter distance closing in fast on Bugsy. As he's going to try and stealth back. He knows that he's not revealed, so he can do this because he don't know exactly where he is. They know approximately because they'll have audio clues. They'll be able to hear him leaping and stuff like that if they're within distance. So they're going to be pushing around, doing what they can. He's going to be leaping around, and he's looking to re-engage now. He has good armor, looking for a quick strike because he did have a 2-2 split, which means you're going to get picked off, but not quite enough. Able to use the wall to protect himself. Cerberus leaps himself to safety, and right now we do have a dome that is almost off cooldown as he does leap smash into the tree, punches up, doesn't like that beehive, says, you know what? You stung me for the last time and took it out. Going back over here, going to get another 2 meets to get some armor. Wasn't able to finish the second meet, though. Barely able to finish the first one. Only got 1 bar of armor on it. And he's just going to try and abuse the splits in this location. In this area, there is a large amount of caves and obstructions that forces hunters to do a 2-2, maybe a 3-1 split, which means that the hunters have to split into 2 groups. And what I refer to as a 2-2 is when there's 2 in one, 2 in the other. A 3-1 is typically all but the assault in one. Oh, and the monster dodges that. That was so clutch. He was able to sneak right through there, just barely able to get out of there. And LV right now is not sure. He thought he saw him and just barely able to clip the tail of the monster. Means that the monster's able to leave. Sorry, you can't cut off the monster's tail with the dome. You can't just cut the monster in half and win. However hilarious that might be. Oh no, Bugsy able to leap right on past LV. Dome is on cooldown so they can't even lock him in. Goes right through the mine, doesn't care, going straight through, wants to go east in order to get that evolve. He wants that safe evolve over in this side. So he's just going to notice that he's burning everything to get across. He's going to stealth bounce over, he's going to use his charge shortly, and he's going to get another leap. Oh, sorry, he's going to leap and then he's going to evolve. Okay. So we're looking at this right now. It is going to be coming out. We have Bugsy at stage 3 with a little less than what he had last game, but approximately the same amount of health. Right, so we're looking at us and we're seeing, hey, we have ourselves a Bugsy on the east side. We have a 3-point rock throw, 3-point leech smash, 2-point flame breath going into this. So he is going to be ready to fight stage 3. And you'll notice that their counter this, they're just going to set up. This Jamais Sans Saki-san is a very defensive team when it comes to stage 3 fights. They know not to over-engage. They know not to pursue. They know not to chase. And they know that in this case, the best chance they have against the stage 3 Bugsy is to set up in a defensive position where they feel they have the advantage. In this case, you're looking at an area with like great terrain differences. One thing that you'll notice if we look at this just quick before Bugsy gets over here, because Bugsy's just armoring up at this point, is they're choosing to put themselves on different tiers of terrain. So there's no smooth terrain changes from one to the other, which is a great thing for Goliath because that forces him to either climb or that forces him to re-engage. And that's the Spore Cloud, by the way. So that's what it looks like now. In case those of you that don't know with the recent changes to accessibility, that's what the Spore Cloud looks like. You see Bugsy is actually forced to re-engage. Mini's actually just going to sit there and keep chipping at him. Wants to go in there and wants to re-engage. He's going to pick up a rock and throw it, and he's going to go back at that relay. He doesn't want to go back into that corner, but he has no choice at this point. So Mini's just going to be in a great spot to break through and just keep chipping at him. As you see, the stasis grenades are going through and just slowing around. We have Spore Clouds being used, and Mini's just staying on point and getting all this damage and making sure he can't touch that relay. This is very well played by Mini. He's going to keep himself in, eats the rock to the face, which means he's going to get bugged up quick. So they are going to be able to just keep shooting and keep chipping at him. And there's the bug right there. Bugsy is actually going to be choosing to walk onto the other side. No, he's going to look at a re-engage. Got the flame. Going right through. Breaks the bug. And he's going to be going back on that relay. Here comes the leap. Doesn't connect, though. And he's just going to keep going back. They're going to keep playing this little dance. Mini isn't dealing that much damage with the SMG. Bugsy can keep doing this and slowly chip it down unless Mini keeps shooting at him like he is. Mini's doing a great job keeping him off that relay. Every time he shoots him with something, he can't do it. You'll even notice that there he's doing burst fire. He's not just going for damage. He's going for relay protection, which is a key difference here. A less disciplined player would just start shooting and going for headshots. No, this is all about just time. This is all about time and just making sure that it's wasted, and that way Bugsy can't do anything with it. And here we go. All the Hunter team is clumped up. This is what he wanted. They are not in position. And there we go. He's going to be going in, and Mini actually has to break backwards, which means he's going to get a couple more hits on this relay. They keep doing this, and suddenly, game's starting to look a little different. He's going to leap forward, and he's going to leap back, and he's going to go into leap smash, hits Mini. Mini gets hit, but the shields from Hank are going to make sure he doesn't take any more damage from it. And we got more of these rocks being tossed. Mini's right now still poking away, dealing damage. Bugsy's not able to get any damage. And he's just going to be choosing. He's like, you know what? You want to keep playing this game? That's fine. I'm slowly whittling down that relay. If you look at that relay health, it's already down to half. He's got plenty of time. He doesn't need to do anything. He's got 10 minutes now in order to tick down at that relay. And he's got through the rest of it in only a couple minutes. But the monster is captured now, which means they're going to be able to set up a pure defensive position. As we take a look at Mini, he's going to be going through and just zap away. And he's going to be looking to re-engage. There comes the lightning. He's going to get knocked back, trying to get stealth pass, but not quite able to get it. Bugsy goes right back up into that tree. And they're just going to keep the stasis as being used. And he's going to keep dodging as much as he can, using this little ledge to protect him down here. Mini's just going to keep chipping. This discipline and control, knowing that they can and can't engage, is great here. And we see Bugsy is just being... This is a battle of discipline right now. Bugsy just dealing damage, taking damage, losing a little bit of armor. He's down to 3. Bar's missing now. 2.5. Here comes the leap. Connects. Shielded by Hank. Bugsy disengages. We're looking at this right now. Here comes the flame. Going to get a little bit of burn. Hits Abe. Trying to get a little bit more stasis and tracking darts in so they know exactly where he is. And there we go, flames being used, and Bugsy right now is in a great position to start hitting that relay again. Not quite able to get it though, because Mini breaks it at the last second right before he grabs it. Rock being picked up, thrown backwards. And we see you get a little bit more damage. You got like a little bit, another 1%. And see, they're choosing to get a offensive position now on this relay as they're going in. However, he's not going to let him set up. Goes straight for Jesus. Tries to take out Jesus. He's going right at it. And here comes the charge. He's very low. Needs to burn his cloak. There goes the cloak, but it doesn't matter. He's down anyway. Down goes Jesus. He's looking to get revived very quickly. It might take them 3 days, however. Looking to get some punches. And here goes the Leaf Smash, just focusing down Jesus, making sure he goes up into the dropship and doesn't get picked up by Slim. Slim's just doing what he can from a distance, but unfortunately it's not quite enough. Mines are set up, going to be hitting him. Here goes another mine blowing up in the face of Cerberus and Bugsy. Going to be getting that damage. Leaf Smash connects on Mini. Going to be see Cerberus going in and get some heals, and here comes the rock. Dodged. Nope, he does actually eat it to the face. Cerberus going to be getting low, looking at about 1% HP, getting that burn damage done. Going to be trying to deal damage to get another heal burst. Heal burst comes in, does get a heavy hit though, which means Cerberus survives with 1 HP. Here comes the flame, going to be keeping him up. And we got this going through. And we got LV getting into position to get him from the high ground. Mini's on the low ground, however, getting that lightning gun ready, throwing mines, getting everything prepped, trying to bait in Bugsy. He's only got 4 bars of health. If he gets a mine on that, here comes the dome. Monster's been captured, which means that Monster cannot disengage, and Mini is forced to engage with his armor up. Here comes LV with the break in the stealth pass. Here comes the rocket he picked up, does connect on Mini. Mini's going to be eating that to the face. Shield takes the majority of it, though. Mini's exceptionally low. It's down to LV. LV is going to be able to go airborne as he gets knocked out by Bugsy. Bugsy picks up the rock, throws it on the low ground, and does connect on LV, which means Bugsy takes game number 2, putting him into a 2-0 lead on this side. And let's update that scoreboard for you. That way you guys can see it at home. But that does mean on this side it is 2-0. We'll see if we can get an update from the other side for you guys watching live. And yeah, for those of you watching in the VODs, there will be information in the playlist. But if we look at the health over the course of that game, we can see that the health not constantly depleted and got to a flat line with Goliath. There was a huge stalemate where they couldn't get any more health. And then you just saw Hunters just getting burst and comboed down with the Goliath collection of abilities. Just doing what he can, dealing damage, melting through Hunters, getting as much as possible in regards to damage. Now, one thing that we do know in that last fight, which is something that you guys could take home and do it in your matches when you guys play Hunt 2.0. When you guys go into that, you guys can see that amount of discipline, you don't always have to engage the monster where they want you to engage. Stage 3, you can force them to engage wherever you can protect the relay from. In this case, you can make sure that you have the defender's advantage, you have the strength to kill the monster, and give yourselves as much of an advantage as possible. In that case, Mini did a great job at making sure that he was able to protect himself and take as little damage as possible. He was able to sit there in that corridor and just keep poking while slowly chipping away at the armor's health. The monster's armor. And even in that case, when they knew they had the advantage, they threw the dome, got the Goliath off the relay, and got a little extra damage out of him. In the end, there was a couple things they did under the relay that were a little different, but in the meantime, that's something that you guys can take home, is that amount of discipline, making sure that you guys know that you guys can fight wherever you want in your games. But in the meantime, guys, this is where we do a quick fading fit out for the sake of odds. We'll be back in just a minute with more information, letting you guys know what's going on. For those of you watching live, we'll let you know what's up. For those of you watching in the VODs, it'll be in the description below. So we'll be back in just a minute. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for being awesome.